Okay, we're going to run through on how to get a great deal on a new car in 2020, and it's extremely easy. Don't overthink this, follow along. The first thing we're going after is going to be the taxable selling price, and we're going to base that off of the MSRP or window sticker of the car. So I'm just going to write down window sticker. Okay, from the window sticker, you're going to offer up anywhere from 9% to 12% discount depending on what the model's availability is. That's an extremely fair and very aggressive price point from the window sticker, or MSRP is sometimes called. Now that we have a 9 to 12% discount off the price of the car, we're going to inquire about rebates and incentives from the manufacturer to you. Rebates and incentives will be taxed, so after your discount amount, whatever that value may be, and I'll give you an example of numbers in just a second, will be the taxable selling price, and then the rebates will come off of that after taxes and tags have been. Okay, so we're looking for a 9 to 12% discount off the window sticker price of the vehicle, or again, as called sometimes as MSRP. This particular car, in this particular example, we're going to use even numbers, and that's going to be a $20,000 MSRP, and we're going to use an even discount of 10%. So $20,000 minus 10% is going to be $18,000. That will be our taxable selling price in this equation. It's just that simple. MSRP is one number, a discount of another between 9 and 12% gives you your taxable selling price. There's no negotiations now for freight or destination at the end of this transaction. Follow along, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, now that we've established that $18,000 is the taxable selling price, the only other items you're adding back to this are going to be state and local taxes and tag fees for the state you're registering the vehicle in, and a dealer processing fee. We'll discuss more about that in just a second. I'm going to write down all the items that we're going to add back to this taxable price. Okay, now that we've established you have a sales tax and maybe even a county tax, state tag fees, and a dealer processing fee, those should be the only items added back to this taxable selling price, giving you an on-the-road number prior to any discounts additionally from the dealership and or consumer rebates from the manufacturer and or financing institution. Hang tight, we'll go over those in just a second. Okay, so for sales tax and tags, in the state of Maryland, you have a 6% sales tax, and then for a car, a $118 tag fee. That's a 2-year tag fee. It may vary a couple of dollars here or there because of weight class, but for mass purposes in this transaction, we're using those numbers. The only thing in question at that point in time, based on the state you're buying a vehicle from, not where you're registering at, would determine what the processing fee can be charged and what the values up to can be charged to. Meaning there's a state maximum in every state. Check yours and see where you're buying your vehicle at to check theirs. We're using simple numbers based on this equation. We're going to use a 6% sales tax and then a tag fee of $118. After that, the only other fee that might be negotiable or something to bargain with is going to be the dealer processing fee, and that's $299 in the state of Maryland, or at least it was until recently. These values will be added back to that $18,000 selling price or taxable price that we established earlier. So we're going to add those fees up and see where we stand. To keep the math flowing evenly in this example with a selling price or a taxable selling price of $18,000, we're going to add $1,000 for taxes, $100 for a tag fee, and then a $300 dealer processing fee. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second, but let's go ahead and calculate these numbers to see where we stand for a pre-rebate out the door number. So there you have it. We're at $19,400 on the road with taxes, tags, and dealer processing fee on the taxable selling price of $18,000, which was a 10% discount off the window sticker, or also known as MSRP. Now we're going to start taking away manufacturer to consumer rebates, and that means for your benefit. Okay, here's several different rebates that you may or may not qualify for, but some you'll get no matter what. The ones you'll get no matter what are going to be the consumer rebate, and that's the manufacturer to you from buying a car. So we're going to put a check next to that. The others you may qualify for could be military, and that might be inactive and active, so you'll have to check the requirements to qualify. College grad rebates, you'll want to see what accredited schools qualify, when the graduation timelines have to be, whether you have timelines before graduation or up to how long after. And then they have loyalty money if you stay within the same brand and stay within the brand buying another version of their vehicle. They sometimes incentivize you to do that. Or conquest rebate money, which is coming from a different brand to their brand. And sometimes manufacturers will give dealership that money without disclosing to you as a consumer, but if you don't ask, you'll never get. I hope these tips are helpful and you find this information easy to follow. It's not hard to buy a car in 2020. I promise you, if you follow these steps, you'll get a great deal with little headache and no hassle. My name is Chris Taylor. I'm 30 years of an automotive expert in the automotive industry in today's market. Like and subscribe to the page below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos to be released. And again, if you like this information, would like to leave some feedbacks in the comment section below, all are welcome, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can with any questions you might need answers for.